Friends, today we are going to discuss a small topic in the subject mechanics of machinery. We have already discussed some important mechanisms, inversions of four-bar mechanism, slider crank mechanism and double slider crank mechanism. Now, some other mechanisms used in machines are discussing in this presentation. Commonly used mechanisms are pantograph, peculiar mechanism, Hooke's joint or universal coupling, toggle mechanism, ratchets and escapes, indexing mechanism and Geneva mechanism. These are the commonly used mechanism, but there are other mechanism in mechanism machinery used in various machines for easy usage of machine. So first of all, we will discuss what is a pantograph. Pantograph is a device which is used for enlarging a drawing from small scale to large scale, or it can also be used for reducing size of the figure. It is a four-bar mechanism consisting of extended links, that is DCBA is the four-bar mechanism. In the figure you can see that DCBA is a four-bar mechanism with CB link extended up to E point and CD link extended up to O point, and finally the CD link is fixed at the point O. So when a link or a pen fixed at point A and another pen fixed at point E, we can draw a figure corresponding to each other these points. That is, when you are drawing a figure with respect to point A, same figure can be drawn at the point E. There is an example. Here a small circle is followed by a point A and the result will be somewhat high circle with the help of link E. This is the pantograph mechanism. Here you can see a pot drawing using pantograph. Now we will discuss what is a peculiar mechanism. Peculiar mechanism is a straight line mechanism. It consists of 8 links, namely AD, CA and let it be B, BC and BD. This is 4 links, and OC and OD, and another link is O1A. These mechanisms helps to draw a straight line, and the very important thing is these 4 bars AD, BD, CB and AC should be equal in length, and also OC and OD should be equal in length. These are the main parameters required for a peculiar mechanism. Then the point B will chase a point in a straight line. You can see an animation of peculiar mechanism. The point B is tracing the straight line during all motions of mechanism. Now we will derive how this straight line occurred using a peculiar mechanism. For a mechanism becoming a peculiar mechanism, the mandatory thing is OB into OA, that is OB into OA should be constant, and OC and OB length should be constant length. These are the mandatory thing for making tracing of P points in a straight line. Okay, for that we are considering O1 is equal to O1A, that is O equal to O1A. These two links should be equal in length. And second thing is OC should be equal to OD. That is OC should be equal to OD. That we have already discussed. And this rectangular mechanism or this mechanism should be in equal length. That is AD equal to BD is equal to BC is equal to CA. This is the another mandatory thing. O1 is a fixed link. O1A is the crank, or we are giving input at O1A. And considering the triangle ORC and BRC, we have Pythagoras equation OC square, that is hypotenuse square, is equal to OR square plus RC square. Similarly, from the triangle BRC, BC square is equal to BR square plus RC square. And you can see the both equations here. When subtracting equation 2 from 1, that is OC square minus BC square is equal to OR square minus BR square. RC square minus RC square will become 0. And finally, we will get OR square minus BR square as, we know that A square minus B square is equal to A plus B into A minus B. Substituting that relation, we will get OR square minus BR square is equal to OR plus BR into OR minus BR. And OR plus BR means OR plus BR means total length, that is OB, and OR minus BR means that is BR is equal to RA. BR is equal to RA, so OA. OR plus OB is equal OR plus BR is equal to OB. OR minus BR is equal to OA. So the final equation will be OC square minus BC square is equal to OB into OA, and OC and BC are constant in length, so this equation will be chasing a straight line which will be perpendicular to O1PQ, this line. This is the working of a peculiar mechanism. The main important thing is a peculiar mechanism consists of 8 links. Now we will discuss what is a hook joint or universal coupling. We have already studied hook joints in various equipments like propeller shaft of automobile. It is used for transferring power between two inclined shafts. You can see that this shaft in a horizontal line and this is an inclined shaft. When such case occurs, we are using universal coupling. You can see the universal coupling. The main part is a 4-bar cross, and this figure explains the universal coupling better. The cross will transfer power from shaft 1 to shaft 2. This is the working of a universal coupling. The main application of universal coupling is for transferring power from propeller shaft to gearbox to propeller shaft and propeller shaft to differential. Another important mechanism is toggle mechanism. Actually, it is a combination of 4-bar mechanism and slider crank mechanism. It is a special mechanism. You can see the figure. There is a 4-bar mechanism, namely ABCO. That is, here this is a 4-bar mechanism, and there is another slider crank mechanism ABD. These both links are added together. The both mechanisms are added together to get advantages of both. That is, you can see the animation here. Here the first element follows a 4-bar mechanism inside the circle, and the piston moves, which is a slider crank mechanism. It is the toggle mechanism used in various equipments for easiness of the working. Now we will discuss ratchet and escape mechanism. Ratchet and escape mechanisms are used for intermittent rotating motion. That is, when a gear or something, ratchet, we will say it as ratchet, moving continuously in a direction, a pole will be placed over them to restrict the motion. It is continuously blocking the motion and allowing the motion. That means the motion will be a step by step procedure. You can understand from here. Here the wheel is controlled at one side and allowing at the other side by a pendular motion. These are known as ratchet and escapes. Sometimes we can see similar experiments in our clocks and other equipments. And indexing mechanism. Indexing mechanism is nothing but it is a multiple hole indexing plate used for an equal distance production, and it is widely used in milling machine. നമ്മൾ ഇൻഡെക്സിങ് മെക്കാനിസം ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ യൂസ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് ഗിയർ മേക്കിങ്ങിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. ഗിയറിൻ്റെ കാര്യത്തിൽ നിങ്ങൾക്കറിയാം ഗിയർ ബ്ലാങ്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ ഉണ്ടാവുക. ഗിയർ ബ്ലാങ്കിൻ്റെ അകത്ത് ഗിയർ ഈക്വൽ പിച്ചായിട്ട് കട്ട് ചെയ്തെടുക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. ആ കട്ട് ചെയ്തെടുക്കണമെങ്കിൽ ഒരു തവണ കട്ട് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഒരു ടൈം പീരീഡ് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ട് വേണം വീണ്ടും കട്ട് ചെയ്യാൻ. അങ്ങനെ കറക്റ്റായിട്ടുള്ള പിച്ച് ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഒരു എക്യുപ്മെൻ്റാണ് ഇൻഡെക്സിങ് മെക്കാനിസം. ഇൻഡെക്സിങ് പ്ലേറ്റ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അതിനകത്ത് കൺസിസ്റ്റിങ് കുറേ ഹോൾസ് ഉണ്ടാവും. നമ്മളുടെ പിച്ചും മറ്റേതും നോർമലി കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം ഒരു ഗിയറിന് വേണ്ട പിച്ച് കാൽക്കുലേറ്റ് ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം ഇൻഡെക്സിങ് മെക്കാനിസം കറക്റ്റ് പൊസിഷനിൽ ലോക്ക് ചെയ്ത് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അത് കട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്ന എല്ലാ എക്യുപ്മെൻറ്റ്സും കറക്റ്റായിട്ട് വരും. ആനിമേഷൻ അവൈലബിൾ അല്ല, പക്ഷേ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഗിയർ കട്ടിങ് നിങ്ങളുടെ പ്രാക്ടിക്കൽ ക്ലാസ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്, മാനുഫാക്ചറിങ് ടെക്നോളജി ലാബിൽ ചെയ്യാനുണ്ട്. യു വിൽ ലേൺ മച്ച് മോർ ഇൻ ദാറ്റ് കണ്ടീഷൻ. And finally, we are going to study what is a Geneva mechanism. Geneva mechanism is an important mechanism in mechanics of machinery, and it is widely used for intermittent motion. And here you can see the main parts are driver wheel, Geneva wheel and pin. When the driver wheel rotates, you can see that will mate with Geneva wheel at a specific point and rotates, and this wheel rotates again, but Geneva will be in rest. Another full rotation completes the Geneva wheel once more rotates to next position. This is the working of a Geneva mechanism. It is mainly used for clocks like it's mainly used in clocks. നമ്മുടെ ക്ലോക്സിൽ എന്തിനാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നമ്മളുടെ ഡ്രൈവർ വീലിൽ ഒരു മിനിറ്റ് സൂചിയാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക, ജെനിവ വീലൊരു ഹവർ സൂചി മണിക്കൂർ സൂചിയാണെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക. എന്നിട്ട് റൊട്ടേറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് ഒരു 60 സെക്കൻഡ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആകും, 60 മിനിറ്റ് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ആകുമ്പോൾ മണിക്കൂർ സൂചി 1 മിനിറ്റ് മുമ്പോട്ട് മൂവ് ചെയ്യും, പിന്നെ 60 കഴിയുമ്പോൾ ഒന്നും കൂടി മൂവ് ചെയ്യും. അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ഇൻ്റർമീഡിയറ്റ് മോഷൻ ട്രാൻസ്ഫർ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഉപയോഗിക്കുന്ന ഒരു മെക്കാനിസമാണ് Geneva mechanism. It's very important mechanism for controlling speed and reducing speed. This for today. From next class onwards, we will discuss kinematic analysis of a 4-bar mechanism. Thank you.